Today, we're diving into a profound and life-changing book, Becoming Like God, by Michael Berg. This isn't just another self-help book, it's a spiritual guide that challenges the way we see ourselves, our purpose, and our connection to the divine. If you've ever wondered about the deeper meaning of life, or how you can align yourself with something greater, this book is for you. Michael Berg takes us on a journey through Kabbalistic teachings, revealing timeless wisdom that helps us unlock our potential to be more compassionate, purposeful, and godlike in our actions. What makes this book so powerful is its ability to blend ancient spiritual insights with practical, everyday guidance. In this video, we'll explore the key takeaways from Becoming Like God and dive deep into specific stories that illustrate its transformative teachings. Each story from the book carries profound lessons, and today we'll expand on those narratives to uncover their true depth. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore what it really means to become like God. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified on future videos. Alright, let's dive right into it. The central idea: sharing as the essence of divinity. One of the core principles of becoming like God is that the essence of God is sharing. Berg explains that to truly emulate God, we must live a life centered on giving and sharing with others. This might sound simple, but the way Berg illustrates this concept through storytelling is deeply moving. The story of the wealthy man. Berg recounts the story of a man named David, a wealthy entrepreneur who had achieved everything society deemed successful: luxury cars, a mansion, exotic vacations. But beneath the surface, David felt an overwhelming emptiness. Despite his wealth, he struggled with anxiety and a sense of purposelessness. One day, David confided in a spiritual mentor who posed a simple yet profound question. "What have you given to others?" David was taken aback. He had always believed that his success was his alone, that he had earned it through hard work and discipline. The mentor explained that wealth, whether material or spiritual, is meant to be shared. "It is in giving," he said, "that we align ourselves with the Creator." David started small. He began donating anonymously to families in need, funding educational programs, and providing meals for homeless shelters. Over time, his entire outlook shifted. What began as an obligation transformed into a deep sense of fulfillment. Through sharing, David discovered a joy that his material possessions had never given him. He became known in his community as a quiet benefactor who changed countless lives. This story demonstrates a profound truth. Sharing isn't just about giving material things. It's about sharing your time, your energy, and your heart. When we live this way, we align ourselves with the divine, tapping into a boundless source of joy and purpose. The story of the candle. A lesson in light. Another story Berg shares is the metaphor of the candle, which carries one of the book's most beautiful lessons. Imagine a single candle lighting thousands of others. It doesn't lose its own flame. It only spreads more light. This is the essence of divine sharing, the story of the teacher and her students. To bring this metaphor to life, Berg recounts the story of Sarah, a school teacher in a small rural town. Sarah wasn't wealthy, nor did she hold a position of great authority, but she had a passion for education and an unwavering belief in the potential of her students. One particular student, Maria, came from a struggling family. Maria had little confidence in her abilities and often skipped school. Instead of reprimanding her, Sarah took the time to mentor Maria personally. She stayed after school to help her with assignments and encouraged her to dream beyond her circumstances. Years later, Maria graduated at the top of her class and went on to become a teacher herself. She often credited Sarah as the person who changed her life. Maria's students in turn benefited from her mentorship, continuing the ripple effect of Sarah's light. Berg's lesson here is clear. When we share our light, whether it's our knowledge, kindness, or time, we create a legacy that multiplies far beyond what we can see. Sharing doesn't diminish us, it amplifies the goodness in the world. Overcoming the desire to receive for the self. Alone. One of the most thought-provoking sections of the book is Berg's discussion on the desire to receive for the self alone. He explains that this desire is the root cause of many of our struggles. When we're focused solely on what we can gain, we disconnect from others and from God. The story of Jacob, the corporate leader. Jacob was a high-ranking executive at a major corporation. Known for his relentless ambition, he worked long hours and demanded perfection from his team. Under his leadership, the company thrived, but Jacob's personal life suffered. He was estranged from his family, and his health began to deteriorate due to stress. One day, Jacob attended a spiritual seminar where the speaker discussed the dangers of living solely for oneself. Something clicked for Jacob. He realized that his drive for success was rooted in a desire to prove his worth, not to others, but to himself. He had spent years chasing accolades, thinking they would bring him happiness, only to feel emptier than ever. Jacob decided to change. He began mentoring younger employees, focusing on their growth rather than his own achievements. He also reconnected with his family, prioritizing their needs over his work. Over time, Jacob found a deep sense of fulfillment that no promotion or bonus could ever provide. This story is a powerful reminder that true happiness comes from connection and contribution, not self-centered ambition. Berg teaches us that when we shift from "what can I get" to "what can I give," we unlock a deeper sense of purpose. The power of resistance, growing through challenges. Another major theme in Becoming Like God is the idea that resistance and challenges are essential for growth. Berg explains that just as muscles grow stronger through resistance, our souls grow through the challenges we face. The story of Emma's transformation. Emma was a single mother who had recently lost her job. With 2 young children to care for, she felt overwhelmed and hopeless. Every day seemed like an uphill battle, and she often questioned why life had to be so difficult. One day, Emma decided to volunteer at a local shelter. At first, it was simply a way to keep herself busy, but over time, she found that helping others gave her a renewed sense of purpose. Through her volunteer work, she met a mentor who helped her rebuild her confidence and apply for jobs that aligned with her skills. Eventually, Emma found a position at a non-profit organization where she could use her talents to make a difference. Looking back, she realized that her struggles had been a catalyst for growth. They had pushed her to discover her strength, resilience, and capacity to help others. This story highlights one of Berg's key messages. Life's difficulties aren't obstacles. They're opportunities for transformation. When we embrace challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, we become stronger, wiser, and more connected to our higher purpose. The concept of tikkun, repairing the world. One of the most profound ideas in the book is tikkun, a Kabbalistic concept that means repairing the world. Berg explains that each of us has a unique purpose, a role to play in healing the brokenness around us. The story of Daniel, the baker. Daniel was a baker in a bustling city. His bakery wasn't particularly famous, but it was a staple in the community. Every evening, Daniel would pack up leftover bread and pastries and deliver them to a local homeless shelter. For years, he did this quietly, without seeking recognition. One winter, the shelter director shared Daniel's story with a local news outlet, and his small act of kindness became a source of inspiration for others. Soon, other business owners in the area began contributing their resources to support the shelter, creating a network of generosity. Berg uses Daniel's story to illustrate that repairing the world doesn't require grand gestures. It's about using whatever resources you have, whether it's bread, time, or skills, to make a positive impact. Each of us has the power to bring light into the world in our own unique way, becoming like God in everyday life. At its heart, becoming like God is about living a life of purpose, love, and connection. Berg emphasizes that you don't need to be a mystic or a scholar to embody these teachings. It's about the small, everyday choices we make, how we treat others, how we respond to challenges, and how we use our gifts. The story of Anna, the everyday hero. Anna was an office worker with a busy schedule and little free time. But every morning on her way to work, she would stop to buy coffee for the crossing guard who stood outside her building. It was a small gesture, but it brought a smile to his face and set a positive tone for her day. Over time, Anna's small act of kindness inspired her colleagues to do the same. They began supporting local community efforts, creating a ripple effect of generosity and goodwill. This story is a testament to the idea that living like God isn't about perfection. It's about intention. Every small act of love and kindness contributes to a greater collective good. Final thoughts. Becoming like God is more than a book. It's a call to action. Michael Berg's teachings challenge us to live with greater purpose, compassion, and alignment with the divine. The stories in this book aren't just inspiring. They're practical examples of how we can transform our lives and the world around us. So, what's your next step? How can you bring more light into the world today? Let me know in the comments which story resonated with you the most. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, and don't forget to click the notification button. I hope you guys learned and enjoyed this video. Thank you, and have a great day.